What happens if Donald Trump, the man reshaping America and shaping up the global order, suddenly dies or is forced out of power? Would the US collapse into chaos, or would the world breathe a sigh of relief? Today we're going to explore the unthinkable and the consequences it could have for all of us. Hi everyone, I'm Tony Tonkin and welcome back to the Tony Tonkin Show. If you're new here, this channel is about truth, analysis and challenging the noise of mainstream politics. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you want more independent takes that actually do matter. First, let's talk about America itself. Donald Trump's presidency is built around one thing: Donald Trump. The Republican Party has hitched its wagon to his personal brand, his grievances, and his larger-than-life personality. If Trump were to die in office or even step down due to health reasons, the Republican Party would be thrown into a civil war. You'd see power struggles between Trump loyalists like J.D. Vance and Marjorie Taylor Greene versus establishment conservatives trying desperately to reclaim the party. And here's the kicker. Trump's base, tens of millions of Americans who believe he is their saviour, would feel betrayed, robbed, even cheated by fate itself. The potential for unrest and violence is real. January the 6th showed us how far some will go. Without Trump to condemn them, these groups might fragment, but fragmentation could also mean instability, chaos, and localised violence. The Constitution provides clear succession rules. If Trump dies in office, the Vice President becomes President. But would that person have Trump's grip on the base? Highly unlikely. This creates a paradox. Stability in the system on paper, but instability in society on the ground. America's democracy would face a stress test like no other. Would Trumpism survive without Trump? Or would his movement collapse under the weight of infighting? Now let's zoom out for a bit. Internationally, Trump's presidency has reshaped alliances. He's pushed tariffs, shaken NATO, cozied up to authoritarian leaders and pulled the US away from climate action. If Trump suddenly disappeared, world leaders would scramble. NATO allies might quietly celebrate, and I suggest they would. The European Union would look to restabilise ties with Washington. China and Russia, on the other hand, would see an opportunity. With America in political turmoil that tests the waters economically, militarily, and diplomatically. In short, a Trump exit could briefly weaken US leadership, leaving a power vacuum on the world stage. Now, Wall Street hates uncertainty. The sudden death or replacement of Trump would shock markets globally. Stocks would tumble, currencies would wobble, and oil prices could spike. In the longer term, if a more, let's say, traditional Republican or even a Democratic president took over, markets might stabilise. But the immediate chaos would be dramatic. So here's the deeper issue. Trump has personalised American politics in a way we haven't seen since the Civil War era. His departure wouldn't just remove a president, it would expose how fragile the US political landscape has become. America's democracy, its institutions, and its global leadership all now depend on the survival of a single man. That's not strength. That is weakness. And here's something to think about. Sometimes when a strong man fails, his movement collapses with him. But other times, like in Russia after Stalin and Venezuela after Chavez, the system keeps churning because the ideas outlive the man. Will Trumpism outlive Trump? That, I tell you folks, is the million-dollar question. So what do you think? If Donald Trump were to die or be replaced tomorrow, would the US become more stable or spiral deeper into division? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm looking forward to reading all of them, folks, so please make as many as you can. And if you found this analysis helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my show, The Tony Tompkins Show. Independent voices matter more than ever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.